Hey everybody, Sean here with Some Dude in Texas. Welcome back. Got another collection update for you. I got 3 vinyls and a CD. Got some classic thrash and death metal, also a compilation album, and then a new release from a classic thrash or groove metal band. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. All right, so the first one here, like I said, it's a compilation. It was kind of a impulse buy, right? One of my go-to shops had it, and he had it for like $5. I went ahead and grabbed it. But it's a record store day, or record store day. It's a Disciple magazine compilation, Completely Extreme Volume 1. I said for $5, so I went ahead and picked it up, but it's got a Napalm Death, Red Fang, there's that Sereth Ungol, Undergang, Drouth, Wolf King, Incantation, Plague Years, and Woman is the Earth. It's pretty good. I like the kind of like the Red Fang. It's cool. Undergang, like the Napalm Death as well, and the Incantation. But I figured for $5, why not? You know, cool album cover, cool artwork. Smacking the mic there, but that's it, man. Nothing fancy. It's on black vinyl. I don't even have an insert or anything. But I saw it, thought it looked cool. Had some good bands on it, so I grabbed it. All right, next one's a new release from a classic band that's been around for a while. I mean, you can call them thrash. You can call them groove metal. You can even kind of call them, I can't even think. Industrial. There we go. But, man, I call them awesome, right? And that's Prong, their new one, State of Emergency. I mean, this is a Prong album. If you like Beg to Differ or even Cleansing, you're going to love this, man. It's right along those lines. Once again, man, Tommy is he is a riff writing machine, man. Once again, just cool, heavy, grooving riffs. Got some cool harmonic squeals in there as well. Pretty much every song on here is just solid. First, 3 or 4 are really good. The Descent kind of comes out real heavy, kind of thrashy a little bit. And then State of Emergency, the title track's good. Breaking Point's pretty awesome, man. That's the one that's got the squeal in it. Kind of, I'm not going to say like Becoming from Pantera, not that whammy pedal, but it's got a chugging riff and it goes into a harmonic squeal. Really cool. And then they finish it up with a awesome cover of Rush's Working Man. I mean, it's slower, but it's real heavy. And, it's just, I always thought Working Man was a heavy riff anyway. So it's kind of cool to see a heavy band remake it. But it's not as fast as the Rush version. It's a little slower, but real groovy and heavy, man. Definitely worth checking out. But pretty cool packaging. It's like a trifold here. Cool artwork. The back. Name of the songs. So it opens up. There's the Prong. CD. There we go. It also came with a booklet. It's going to have the lyrics in it. See, it's kind of cool. But it also came with a poster. I mean, I'm not going to open it up, but it's probably, 11 by 17, probably a little bigger. But it's got it's just the cover of the album. And then it's got like a picture of the back in it as well. But pretty neat. Like I said, if you like the older stuff, Beg to Differ or even Cleansing, man, you can't go wrong with this. Killer album. I think it's a strong effort. They didn't try to recreate the wheel. Kept doing what they always do, just heavy, chugging, grooving riffs, man. Once again, Prong, State of Emergency. I think you should check it out. All right, the next one is a death metal classic. I remember first time I saw this, a buddy of mine had it, and checked it out, man. I dug it, and I bought it on cassette. Wish I still had it, but I don't. But it's Carcasses, Necrotism, Descanting, the Isobit, or however, I ain't even gonna try to. But anyway, you know it. Always thought the artwork was pretty cool on it. You know, kind of crazy. You know, for the time. There's the back. Nothing fancy. I've got it on the turntable. I've been listening to it, but it's just black vinyl. Nothing fancy. This is one of, a lot of people like Heartworks, but I like this one too. I mean, I like them both, but this is a good album. Like I said, it's classic. Got to have it in the library. They're in the collection. Once again, Carcass. All right, now moving on to my last one here. Now this one, man, I am so stoked to have it. When I found out, I had no idea that they were reissuing this, along with basically their whole library on vinyl. And one night I was laying in bed and came across it, and I bought it right then before it sold out. But you've heard me kind of talk about them before, but it's Believer, Extraction from Mortality. It's their first album. And this is it's awesome band. Awesome band. Now they were released on a Christian label, and they were taken as a Christian band. But I've seen interviews over the years, and just recently one, from the drummer Joey Dobb. I mean, they are believers, no pun intended, but they didn't want to kind of have themselves labeled. And from what they said, the record label was just kind of like, hey, let's do it, get you out there. But they prefer just to be, thought of for their musicianship and their awesome songs. But they are, man, they're killer. Right here it just says that there's no reason why this grand effort shouldn't be mentioned right beside other masterpieces of the U.S. Thrash from 1989, like Exodus, Impact is Intimate, Overkill, The Years of Decay, and Dark Angel, Leave Scars. And they're right, man. This is right along with that. If you like, like Devastation, if you like them, Believer's a lot like that. If you like that, Sadist, just that type of thrash, even Sepultura, they're kind of technical. I don't think you'll be disappointed with this. One of my favorite bands. I was doing that Christian metal. I was going to do a series, right, of Christian metal, and I did part 1, and this was going to be included in another part, but I've just kind of decided, you know what, let's just, I've got some killer music. Really doesn't matter if it's Christian or not, and I'll just start incorporating it into my updates. But so I'm just going to kind of leave that. You'll have the part 1, and I won't follow up with any other ones. But this one, they had it in solid purple, and they also had a splatter one. The splatter one, I think, was like $3 or $4 more, and I kind of like the solid purple, so I went with it. It's pretty cool. And then it's got the insert on the inside. Photos of the guys. And this was released on Bombworks record, and I got it off of, I think it's Boone's Overstock. They carry a lot of the kind of the underground, old school Christian thrash, and they also cover other, thrash metal bands as well. But I was extremely, excited and stoked to have this one. And I got one more other one, and I'm going to put that, and I've got a story about that album and that tour. But that'll be on another update. But once again, man, I was so glad to get this one. Been looking for it. I had it on CD. Originally, a buddy of mine back in 89, 90 gave it to me. He dubbed it on tape, and I wore that thing out, and I finally bought it on tape. But over the years, I've lost it. But once again, Believer, Extraction from Mortality. Good stuff, man. Just killer album. All right, well, that's it for this episode. I appreciate y'all watching, and be sure to leave me some comments. Let me know what y'all think about these albums, and leave me some suggestions as well, some bands to check out. But once again, thanks for watching. Until next time, y'all take care.